You're going to play that card. I thought you were going to play this card. You know, we don't want people to just reveal information to the other player while we're playing a game here. So I know I tried to watch Cal's chat on my end at one point, but like after the first duel, I was like, if somebody were to decide to reveal something about the hand, if they wanted to, or say make a comment like that, what's going to stop them from revealing that kind of information? So yeah, I just rather not, you know. In the meantime, though,
Alrighty, there we go.
yay.
Alright. Yeah, let's fire this up. This is gonna be a little do or die type one, and this should be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just about to like make some stupid noises while I was like, but I was like, wait, Cal String is not off. You can still hear me on my end.
Yeah.
So I was like, I better address something here. No, I was just telling them, like, I would open the chat up and have like both chats up so that we can both try to answer both chats at once. But like, I didn't want to just end up having like random information be spilled because somebody was like, "Oh, you're playing that card? Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's understandable. I see you got the trap trick sleeve here, quote unquote man of culture for this then. Azure will probably be happy with you. I think he quite likes the trap tricks. Alright, so.
I don't know why I'm clicking it. It's not my turn.
Let us normal summon Age of Creation Venus.
Oh, you're gonna do that.
Yeah, is that alright?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna activate the effects. Are you gonna block it or
no? You're fine.
Like, no veil it. Okay, I might as well, just to save time. Then I'm gonna use it all 3 times here. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't gonna get negated beforehand. They'll be going like, actually, I'm gonna negate it on the 2nd time. So but that's fine. We just want these goobers out.
Negate it on the 2nd turn.
Yeah, we just want these goobers out the deck here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna set 1 and end that.
Oh, hum.
Yeah, because it's not once per turn this thing, so... Now, if I could have consolidated this into a rank 2, this would have been really good, but we're not quite there yet. I will assure you, though, this isn't the same list as I played last time out. This is a different one.
I can imagine. All right.
I mean, you can already see it's a different one because I'm playing 3 Shine Ball instead of 2 here.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I wonder how engrossed I want to get in this first turn.
I see you have a 14 card extra deck here as well. I just missed one on the
I missed one.
Yeah. It's not a problem. I just noticed that going, oh, that's interesting.
Alright. I am going to normal summon Gemini Scorpion.
Oh, going back with the warrior one. Okay, yeah. You can special
and so to summon a low for lower Gemini monster.
Yeah,
which will be Dark Valkyria.
Whoa, yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah, because you didn't actually have any of these, did you? It's in the structure deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still kind of happy to have the playset of that. It was nice with Fusion.
Yeah. Alright.
This is where you summon the rank 4 monster. I mean, what?
XYZ cards. I mean, nah.
Yeah,
not yet.
Not yet. Very close, but not yet.
Again, I'm trying to wonder how much in depth do I want to go with this.
How much further can we go? I guess supervise and stuff like that could probably do something, but
I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Battle phase,
Okay.
Dark Valkyria will attack Venus.
yep, 200.
Get that star out of my solar system!
Down she goes.
And Gemini Scorpion will attack this Shine Ball,
Poof.
since it was the first.
That's the only reason.
Alright, and I'll end turn on that.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Oh my. That actually changes things quite a bit.
That scares me.
Normal summon junk synchron.
Oh.
Yep. Junk synchron's effect activates, and if that doesn't get veiled, I'll get the shine ball back.
Yep. Yep.
Sync for 9. They're level 2s, so go into Trish.
Shit.
Alright, Trish's effect activates. Response?
Nothing.
See, this doesn't target. It's like Raikou. It doesn't actually target. So, unless right. So we will banish the Valkyria and a random card out of hand.
Alright.
I don't know if you want to shuffle it first or because I'll dice roll it, obviously. Okay, so 1 through 4. One's going to be that one,
Alright.
of course.
Yeah.
Well, at least it would have hit Snipe Hunter, right? Okay, so it's that one.
So it's that one. It's banished.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I guess that'll do. We'll hit for 11. Main 2, set 1, and go. Oh yeah, see, slightly different use on stuff with this one. I was like, that's a pretty good card to go with this stuff here. You can summon
really
a bunch of
is.
stuff with that. Like, Shine Ball is just the exact right level and everything to do so much here.
Alright, let's choose Duster.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's gonna get rid of Compulse and Typhoon.
Alright. Then we'll activate
MS2.
Change of Heart.
Yikes. Yeah, that is also pretty good.
Then Battle phase, Trishula will attack directly.
27.
And I'll have to end turn.
Ooh, that's a bit less good. Okay. Huh. So wait, this is. Damn it, it's not there. Alright. 27. Main 2, set 1, and go.
Set 1 monster. Alright. Yeah, activate it here. That's Dark Hole.
Ah, wow. The punish. It was honest.
Yay. Alright. Still have to end turn.
Monster Reborn, Trish?
Go on!
But it gets worse. Because I'm going to banish Venus out of the graveyard here and special Hyperion. And hit.
Actually, 1, the ancient monster. Once per turn.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have another monster, it would have been destroyed again.
Right, okay.
I'm curious what I would have drawn. That wouldn't have been that bad one, but oh well. Alright.
So I had
Damn.
I had Hyperion from the very start of the game, and I was mathing it out last turn. I was like, damn it, that's just short. Like 54 plus 11, you were like 400 away from lethal. I was like, damn, Honest was just not quite strong enough to get over. Yeah. That junk synchron was ridiculous. My goodness. Oh, this was when I was still signing the other two, like Solemn Judgments too. I think we should probably just limit the card at the moment. Only take one copy out of the deck rather than... Because, I mean, I have got the other two sided here because we were thinking of, like, testing it that way, but I think if we allowed that, we would just both have to take this deck and have to play Free Judgment and everything, and that doesn't sound fun. So, I feel like Solemn Judgment should probably be on our custom limit list for now. I mean, if this goes to Game 3 and you really want, maybe I can throw them in and show why, but... and negate pretty much everything is pretty bad. Now, when the spell trap spell trap's activated or a monster is summoned, same idea as the inherent special summon thing, but it can also trap hole. Yeah, I feel like it should probably be at 1 for us at the moment.
The fate of the world hinges on this children's card game. Now, if there was that much, you know. Interesting.
One second.
Yeah. These games get tough. These games get really tough.
Sorry, I was getting called for a food run there, and I'm like, actually, no, I'd rather do this first.
Yeah,
right.
That's fine.
So yeah, we will be having chips and stuff coming in soon. This might be another one of those that we'll play. Hopefully, if you want to play later on, we can.
Yeah, maybe I should get a decision on actual cards as well, and how to duel this.
Right. So set 1 pass is not quite what I was expecting here.
It never is.
No. I'm going to summon Jupiter.
City of Jupiter has always been my favorite Sailor Scout.
Right. I don't think this one's a sailor somehow, but
not a scout either. Anyway.
No. All right, is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Battle 18.
1800, not 1899.
All right, main 2. Let's set 1 and.
All right, so let's try this one. Graceful Charity.
That's okay. Sometimes wish it wasn't, but it is, so it's a damn good card. Yeah, Graceful, I don't think is one. I mean, Graceful Pot of Greed is not quite on my hit list of stuff for the end of the era yet, but I mean, it's justifiable if we did.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to kill it without, like, you know, heavy consultation on it first. But it is pretty fucking strong, and it'd definitely be one to look at. Oh hey, I could use that in this deck to special summon Shine Ball out the graveyard. There you go. Alright, Crow is actually in the deck this time around. Okay.
Alright. Let's normal summon Gemini Golem.
Okay. Yep. The Goggle Golem, yeah.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, let's activate Snatch Steal.
That's a bit too rich for my blood, I think. I'm gonna compulse my guy back.
Alright.
Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Alright, in battle phase, Goggle Golem. Go, 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 go,
Right,
go,
that's
go. It attacks
15,
1500
right?
now, yeah.
Okay.
Go, so it's normal summon this turn.
In response, I throw down Gauze. And I haven't set the token, but yeah, token is at 1500.
Eh.
Yeah, I had no cards because I bounced my dude back, so...
Yep. Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Does it? The token being level 7 is awkward when your main tuner is level 2 and there's no generic 9s at the moment that I could use.
I mean, Trishula's Gen level 9, but she's like, I need
Yeah,
2.
it takes 3 materials, so I can't summon that. Alright, let's just go battle phase. Let's just try and attack.
Alright, we'll activate Just a Break.
Yep, it is still a normal monster, and that is all monsters on the field.
All monsters except face up normal attack.
Yeah, and because I didn't switch my token to attack, it is a normal monster, but I didn't. I think. No, it's probably an effect actually because it's got the attack test, right?
Fairy type,
doesn't
light,
matter.
level 7. I don't know.
No, I guess it's not. Its attack and defense are just each equal to. No, it's not. It wouldn't be an effect monster, but it wasn't in attack, so it still gets destroyed. Okay, that's awkward, but I do still have the normal summon of Jupiter. This guy can get to 21, but at the very least, it forces you to Gemini it. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Just a Break is pretty good. The Gauze, I think, is a little bit more threatening in some of my other decks in general, because I'd have, like, Glow Up Bulb or other level 1 tuners to play with it, but when you don't have that, it's not as good. It's still great, but, like, it's not as amazing.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm actually going to tribute Goggle Golem
Okay.
to normal summon Grass Chopper.
Oh, Grass Chopper. Watcha. Alright, yep.
Grass Chopper. Then I'm going to activate Silent Doom.
Ooh, okay.
Target one normal monster in the
special
graveyard.
defense,
Yep, such on defense, but it cannot attack.
Right, yep. That's
If
fine.
I cannot attack, so that means even if I put it in attack mode, I can't attack with it.
Correct. Even if you Gemini it too,
Yep.
it still will never
So
be able to.
now I'm actually going to activate an effect. I'm going to bounce this back to hand to special summon.
Oh, Birdman. Yep. Okay.
Birdman.
Oh, and this is level 5 too. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Okay.
Now it wasn't a wind monster, so it's still only at 1400 attack.
Correct. Yep.
For now, though, battle phase, Grass Chopper will attack Jupiter,
Yeah, that's 550. And to the grave.
and then Birdman will attack directly.
Yep.
Then main 2, they will sink.
Yeah, and that's 8. That's really cool. I really like Genex Ally Birdman, actually. I think the effect is super neat in a lot of decks here. Oh god, yeah, and 1 or 2 non-tuner Gemini, yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Big boy.
3K, big boy indeed.
This is when you dark hole it. Sad face.
I'm gonna do worse than that. I'm gonna do worse than that. Blackluster Soldier! Envoy of the Beginning! Let's go!
How
and
the
this is where
hell?
this is when Effect Veiler comes out and ruins my day. I'm gonna use the effect of Envoy and I'm gonna banish the Drago. Okay, right, crisis averted. Your tuna banished itself, that is very sad. Okay, no, I'm gonna normal summon Earth, I think. Trigger Earth's effect.
Normal summon, add an ancient monster from your deck to hand. Yep.
Yep. Accept itself, so we are going to take Venus. And battle phase, BLS can't attack, but agent can, so we'll do 1000 and end turn. Aye.
Piece of crap. Alright, well, I still have Goggle Golem in hand.
The Gauze token was still a normal monster, okay, but it was in defense,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay,
That's fine.
That's fair. Alright, Goggle Golem will attack Earth.
Yeah, I will take 5. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I know some tokens. I think some tokens do count as effects, but I think it says on the card when it does. Okay. Alright, so let's start with a draw, I suppose, if it'll let me. Yep, graceful.
Yep.
Okay.
Any monster at this point is going to do it.
2, 3. Okay, that could have been better. My worry, obviously, is the usual. Oh, it could be Mirror Force you got down, but alright, I'm gonna discard a Venus, and I think I'm ditching a Shine Ball as well. This hand didn't turn out how I wanted it to. It's fine though. Yeah, let's play safe here. Play as safe as I can. Battle phase, we're gonna try and attack. Okay. Use the effect of BLS. Attack a second time. Okay. Main 2. Yeah. Main 2, I think I will normal summon Venus.
Yep.
I didn't want to take the risk that it was like Mirror Force or something, the torrential down or whatever at the time.
Yeah, you're fine.
I will pay 5 and activate the effect to get Shine Ball from deck. And assuming the summon doesn't get TT at that point, end turn at that.
Well, heart of the cards. Let's draw.
Alright, go for it.
Meh.
Aww.
Not like he was going to be able to do much.
Nah, no. So my hand had, like, when I gracefuled, I had 2 Venus and 2 Shine Ball in hand, and I'm like, man, what the hell, dude? I had Monster Reborn, but your Gen X banished itself, so I couldn't get any fancy shenanigans with that going. Junk Synchron was the other draw that I got from graceful.
I was debating on doing
Dark
Bribon Graceful Charity, but like, it was just gonna draw anyway, so what's the point?
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, this list is greedy as hell, but it is kind of like the third direction that I figured you could take. Thing. I almost didn't want to mill this because there's one card in there that you'll probably despise me for putting in here. But
well, you put in what a FNBLS.
True. I mean, it has been a while.
You have not used one of them in a long ass time.
Yeah, this is true. I have not. Yeah, the double summon stuff makes a lot of sense with it here. Grass Chop is kind of a fun one. Like, it's an interesting like potential attackable thing. It just takes a long time to get there, doesn't it? Unless you've got supervise.
Oh, and that boy too. It makes sense you have so many light and dark monsters at this point.
Mm-hmm. I figured with the way this deck was setting up, it's like, okay, the first way was let's just see what the deck can do by itself. The second way I was looking at it of going, I haven't actually shown you this deck yet. The Valhalla, the Hall of the Fallen, that lets you special summon a fairy out of your hand. Hyperion can be special summoned with that. He doesn't have any. This can only be summoned by its effect typing on it. So, it's actually not bad. Just summon giant Chungus every turn and go from there if you don't have a monster in play. And then the third way I thought is, well, you can use dark monsters and stuff in here as well, like. If you're going to use the Mystical Shine Balls, Junk Synchron's really good for that. Get them back, do some level 5 stuff. Birdman's dark if you don't end up banishing it. Unknown Synchron is an interesting inclusion because you can Unknown Synchron, then play Venus, and use the effect of Venus to get all the Shine Balls and do a Synchro with that. Cyber Dragon as a tuner is pretty strong, go figure. And yeah, so then I was like, okay, I can put a couple of Chaos cards in here then. Initially had Chaos Sort, but this list has just got BLS, I think, at this stage. And then I don't even know why I've got Yasa in here, actually, because it doesn't fit this deck when I don't have the things for it. But I guess it's like, oh no, I do have CD in here, so yeah, it makes sense. I don't have Sangan and whatnot to search it, but... Witch would probably be pretty good in this deck, actually, if I could find space for it. Because Witch can search out Venus, it can search out Earth, and it can actually get, like, Jupiter as well. As well as, like, the tuner monsters and stuff. So yeah, Witch of the Black Forest should probably try and fit in here at some point. But... I don't know. Yeah, that was the third idea. The fourth idea would be Counter Fairy, but if we're going to limit Solemn Judgment, that's going to be too reliant on having the field spell out as well, I think. Divine Punishment is a hell of a card, but it doesn't really work unless you've got Sank in the Sky out, and that might be a little bit too much maintenance for it. These Geminis are hard to play by the looks of it. I mean, I guess it makes sense when your whole mechanic is you have to normal summon this monster again, but man, they have been very, very awkward to try and play.
They're a bit awkward, but I mean, I had ways to get around to it. I felt like, at least.
Yeah.
And some of the cards do rely on them not using their treated summon.
Yeah. Especially I actually forgot that vibe was in this deck. If there was ever a reason to take it, that would probably be it. I mean, the draw that it gives the opponent is tough, but if you blank their combo starter, then, does it really matter? Plus, it's a counter trap, it's hard to react to, but then I still think, even if we are limiting it, probably taking the Fairy deck for Solemn Judgment would be the better option there, because yeah, it costs you half your life points, but you don't give the opponent a card, and it can also stop a summon. So, if that's the only card that's worth it in the deck in the long run, that's probably not going to be a strong enough reason.
No, no.
Yeah, I think like Gigaplant Neos Alias only because of its type and attribute and like attack power, and Illblood are like just about the only Gemini monsters that have ever been playable. And don't get me wrong, Gigaplant is a house. Kind of wish he was in this deck actually, it would have been really cool. But
well, if I have him.
Yeah, but I was more meaning like the deck was more built around the plant rather than the stupid Phoenix Gearfried or whatever that they put in there, right? I wasn't meaning like your version of this specifically, because I don't think it would work with Grass Chopper, but I don't think that's a good enough reason to focus on it, right? When it's also level 6. Need Lone Fire Blossoms and stuff for that. Yeah, this one's just really hard to play around, I guess. It's not fast enough, I think, with what we have now.
Yeah, and at this point, it's all about being fast.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like I'd have to double check the actual list again. I guess I can bring that up on my end here, but I think Dark Bride might be the only like genuinely good card out of there at this stage for what we would want, and that's not going to be enough when Salt and Judgment exists. You'll get more use out of the fairies, I think, than you would out of this one. Marauding Captain is fine, I suppose. There's actually, like... So there's other stuff in there, like Spell Strike is kind of cool. None of this is revolving around the Gemini stuff, though. That's kind of the problem there. Spell Strike is not bad, though. Banish a spell in your graveyard special. It's a level 3 monster. That's pretty good. Marauding Captain can work with some decent synchro plays if you've got some good tuners for it. DD Warrior Lady's a bit too slow at this point. From personal experience, unfortunately, I love the card, but it's too slow now. Card Troopers was really good with machine duplication and such, but I don't know if maybe its time has passed. I'd have to see. I'd have to see it played, but maybe its time has passed. Mind Control is really good. I know you've got the other ones already, so whatever. But you can use the monster for material, like synchro plays and stuff.
Like I always
really
done.
Hidden Armory is pretty strong. You would just need another Light Busted equipped to play with it, really. Top card of deck to graveyard, add an equipped spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand, but you can't normal summon set the turn that you play it. That's still really good, though, because you can just get Snatch Steal out of the deck, you know?
Yeah.
Search out Snatch Steal.
Yeah, originally this deck had, not this deck, the Dragoonity deck had United Withstand, Snatch Steal, and Twin Swords of Flashing Light twice.
Oh,
and
okay.
I added that one in there because, I kind of wanted to try and Power Tool Dragon and get some equipped cards in this. Mm-hmm. And, it'd be a fun way to do it. And being a deck that's meant specifically for equipped cards, specifically Dragoonity cards being equipped cards, but being centered around equipped cards, figured why not give it a try.
I wonder if you could play Symbols of Heritage in that deck. Symbols of Heritage is the one where if you've got 3 monsters of the same name in the graveyard, it's a premature burial for that monster.
Yeah.
It actually literally just got unlimited in the last list, so we can now play 3 of it. It would have to be a Power Tool focus deck, though. Maybe it wouldn't be strong enough. But
I would have to play a deck specifically running 3 all cards here.
Yeah, which, isn't necessarily a bad idea. It's just hard to do in draft,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so maybe the warrior one has got a little bit more than I first gave it credit for. But one thing I will say, Marauding Captain, I'm pretty sure is in the starter deck for the Exceeds era, which I believe we should take to get a start on the Exceed monsters, so we don't have the same situation I had in the fucking first part of this one. No pulling a synchro monster in the first set. That was miserable.
So that's the guy that won maybe 2/3 of the synchro era.
I know. I'm sorry.
Bitch and moan all you want. I can bitch and moan all I want too, but we both have reasons that we.
I know. Oh, Burden of the Mighty is in this warrior deck as well. I guess that Exceed monsters don't get affected by that, so maybe it's again very slightly too late, but it's still pretty strong. Each face-up monster your opponent controls loses 100 attack times its own level. The thing is, Exceed monsters don't have levels, that's why they don't get affected by it. But even so, that lowers the power of quite a lot of stuff there. And we saw in the Gravekeeper matchup, you don't necessarily always have to worry about placing some of these cards down, It's not the greatest card out there, but it's still noteworthy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Hidden Armory, Dark Bribe, Phoenix Blade is actually really good too, but we don't have the Destiny Hero package that would typically use it. I'm sure there's a way that we could do it. I'm just waiting to find a way of breaking that card, because I actually have one copy of it from one of the GX Champion packs, I think it was. Yeah, the attack gain is nothing, who gives a shit. But during your main phase, if this card's in your graveyard, banish 2 warriors from the graveyard and add it back to hand. And then you can use those banished warriors for a whole ton of stuff. Mostly Dimension Fusion, but Yeah, so... Yeah, King Tiger Wangu would be really good with Burden of the Mighty, but I only have one copy of it, so I can't take this anyway. Yeah, so I think, unfortunately, like, all of the cards that are kind of cool in here are nothing at all to do with the Geminis, sadly. But there are some cool things in here. I mean, maybe Card Trooper could be neat. I don't know how many machine duplication you've got, though.
What?
It was a rare back in, like, one of the final... I think it was Rise
Machine
of Destiny,
duplication?
maybe? It was, like, one of the final DM sets.
Yeah, 2.
2. Okay, that's actually not bad. I don't know of any other targets you could play with it if you were thinking that, though. But, like, Card Trooper is pretty good. Maybe that would be a sort of future tech thing for, like, next era. Card Trooper Light Swan, there you go. It mills out the deck, you get all the Light Swans in the grave for Judgment Dragon coming down. There you go. Would be funny. Yeah, so Card Trooper could potentially be worth taking this deck for, but I think there's another deck that it's in that might be better. Maybe. I don't remember. Oh, not from this era. No, okay.
I guess the Dark
later
Emperor
on.
structure deck does have some neat cards.
The Dark Emperor is one that I wanted to try and build around, but the Banish side of it, like the DD Warrior cards, are not fast enough nowadays. I mean, they are still good, and like if I took the Warrior Strike deck, I would have played the DD Warrior Lady in there because it does out Stardust Dragon. But I don't think the DD cards by themselves are fast enough. But you could take that deck, and what I wanted to do was build Frog Monarch using Caius, right? Because Caius is disgusting. Like, if you were to take it for one card, it is probably worth it, just because Caius is that good. It doesn't destroy, it banishes. So, and it doesn't banish. It doesn't target just monsters. It's anything. It does suffer the Zaborg thing, where if you only have cards on the field, your opponent doesn't. You still got it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's fine. Like, most of the time, the opponent's gonna have a thing with it there. So, yeah, I think if you were to get a deck just for one card, that honestly, that one would be worth it. Kaiku's also pretty good. I've been playing Kaiku in a few of my decks as well. DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation's not a bad one.
Dance
you would get
Revolution.
Return to the Different Dimension in here, right? Yeah. I don't think you've got Return from the Different Dimension right now, do you? You've only got Fusion.
I don't think so.
It was the super rare in Kaiba's Duelist pack. That's where I picked it up from.
Yeah, I don't think I had that one.
So this would be a way of getting that. That card is fucking disgusting. Most of the other stuff in here, I think we've already got, or we wouldn't be taking more copies of. Like, no, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, I don't think we'd be taking out of here. Brain Control, I guess you've only got one copy of, but you probably also don't need it. And if we are going to switch to Post Errata, this is going to be one of the biggest, like, things that I might have an issue with, because I don't have Snatch Steal, Change of Heart, etc., which are just way better than Brain Control, because they didn't get nerfed. They just stayed banned. So yeah, no, because all of my stealing is from Brain Control. So if we end up switching it so it's actually its Post Errata effect, there's so many fewer things I can play it on. It's not even funny. And yeah, like, if you wanted to, like, DD Assailant and stuff isn't bad. I wouldn't, like, dissuade playing them, per se. Like, I would try them out. When I've been trying to build this sort of thing in Legacy of the Duelist, I've just found they don't do shit, right? They're just too slow for stuff there. But that might be because the opponents can go into Exceed monsters like Castell and Silent Honorarch that just remove your stuff off the field before you even get the chance to play them. We don't necessarily do that all the time, so... Oh, and there's Bazoo in here as well. Bazoo's level 4, though. You can't rescue Cat Bazoo. Sad face. That would have been so funny. Rescue Cat out, Bazoo the Soul Eater. No.
The Merrick deck I would only have just to add the spell cards or trap cards. I already have most of the monsters. The only thing missing, really missing, would be Breakkeeper's Recruiter, which I need two more of.
I know. I really wish it wasn't like that terrible with the stuff with it, because it's frustrating because the card is just essential for the Gravekeeper stuff to work in this era. But you saw that, right? With even just the 2 that I had. It's like, yeah, you need Recruiter, but it's not in there. And currently, we do not have any extra trades that we can take for stuff. So, unless I was to give them up, which... I could maybe be convinced, but would be a difficult sell.
I mean, unless Recruiter's in like a special... or like a structure starter promo, which I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. I don't even remember what set Recruiter was from here. Was it like Shining Darkness or something, right? I don't remember what set it was in. I need to look it up.
I guess Lava Golem would be a good one.
Lava Golem's very interesting because it doesn't look like it'd be that good. It does lock you out your normal summon, which could be annoying. But if you could destroy it afterwards as well, it tributes 2 of the opponent's monsters. They don't get a chance to even respond to that. So it just gets rid of them without even playing it. It's something I have been considering in side decks. But currently you've not been building boards big enough that I can actually like...
I've been trying, but I can't!
I know you have! I'm not saying that you haven't, it's just... It's one of those that I haven't noticed that it would be good enough to play yet in my own thing, but it would be good against me, that's for sure. There's been several times where I've had lots of big monsters out that would definitely hate getting Lava Golem. So it is for sure a really good card, and it as Deb was saying, it ages well, and also gets rid of immune to everything type stuff. You could tribute over Quasar if I summon that. Oh, there it is. Gravekeeper's Recruiter was in Starstrike Blast. And unfortunately, other than Yugi's World Mega Pack, as an ultra rare actually, that is the only place that you can get it. It's a speed duel card in 2019. Yeah, Yugi's World Mega Pack is the only other place to get Recruiter other than the original set. So that's tough. Like, I could see it being a future-proofing thing, where, like, you could take Marek's deck, mostly for the spell trap stuff at the moment, and then next set, because your trades go live after Generation Force, you could get Recruiter that way. But that obviously doesn't give you them for the exhibition, if that was what you were looking at getting it for. And, like, if I traded you it, then it would sort of just be telegraphed of going, yeah, there's actually been a couple of cards that I was like, I really wish I could ask for a trade on them, but if I do, then it just telegraphs that I'm going to be playing that deck, and I don't necessarily want that, you know? I want to at least have a couple of these as a surprise. Recruiter can probably be worked around with Witch and Sangan, just about. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it wouldn't be the worst. The problem with that, what is the problem with that? I guess Witch and Sangan don't get buffed by Necro Valley. That actually came up a couple of times today. Having a 2k defense pull off of that is not bad. Yeah, you could probably play with Witch and Sangan instead of maxing Recruiters if you were as like a temp thing. It wouldn't be quite as good, but it would still serve the same sort of role, I guess. Which would probably be better, because it, apart from being more accurate to what Recruiter is, it means you can get Commandant, which is 1600 attack. Sangan can't search that. While Necro Valley is in the deck, and Steel is also in the deck, but was a common, I'm pretty sure you already had that.
Yeah.
So, and I guess the problem there, actually, there's the real problem with not having it. You can't get Sangan and Witch back with Steel Estelle, however you say it. That's probably the big problem, is that you can't actually get Sangan Witch back that way. So you'd be playing with fewer surges there, but if you could get it in rotation. Yeah, it's a crusty solution, and you can't use it for Descendant either, I guess, because that has to tribute a Gravekeeper. But it's not the greatest solution, but it is better than nothing. And if you were to take it, then it's something you could probably fix in after we start the Exceeds era, right? Because the only other way to do it would be to give both players another like trade set, and I don't think we really want to do that. That's just adding more confusion here. Like that's just adding more decision making that probably will slow things down even further. Yeah, the Mari deck is really good. Anyhow, though, as I was saying, Foolish Burial is amazing. I wish I had that right now. That's the one thing that's stopping me from just instantly taking the Fairy deck, is it doesn't have Foolish. Allure of Darkness is super good, even though I didn't play it in my Gravekeeper decks because I didn't have enough monsters for it. I have seen some like 17, 18 monster lists that you could play Allure in. Book of Moon, don't think we'd be taking Book. You've already I don't know if you've already maxed out on it actually.
On Book of Moon, yeah.
Yeah, you did max out on it from trades before, right?
Yeah.
I would get the third one, I suppose, but yeah, it wouldn't really be thinking that. And then yeah, some niche things like Metal Reflex Slime, which I didn't actually do the side deck thing with it, but Metal Reflex Slime Metamorphosis is something that could get played if you've got other like level 8s and stuff that you could build a Metamorphosis package with in the extra deck. The Echuria Exterio is disgusting as all hell, and would be definitely worth Metal Reflex Sliming for. But yeah, like Mari's deck is pretty good anyway, so I could see that being taken. Yeah, it would be better if we had Thousand Eyes of Strict,
Yeah.
because then you could just go Effect Veiler into it or something. So overall, at the moment, I think the frontrunners for this, for my money, Marik Structure deck is definitely worth the consideration, if only for the spell cards. There's some great stuff, like Magical Stone Excavation is another one we didn't even say there. That's another potentially good card for certain decks. The Dragoonisi one's okay, but I think it's just a little too inconsistent for me. But it does have some pretty good things too. Foolish Burial again, Card Destruction's pretty good. Dragon Ravine is massive, like that's probably the biggest reason to take it.
That is a pretty good one.
And yeah, Monster Reincarnation is a bit underrated here as well, actually. I think you have that from somewhere else maybe, but like it was a super rare back near the end of DM era or something.
Rise of Destiny's super rare, yeah.
Yeah, so that's underrated. Could be pretty decent. Oh god, here we go. Kim can trade for Thousand Eyes of Strict, but the promo trades if he wants because of this weirdest niche event. Duelist League Series 1 participation cards. Here we go. Thousand Eyes of Strict and Buster Blader apparently was participation cards in a Duelist League thing or something. Technically could get Thousand Eyes of Strict off of that, but that would be strictly for Metamorphosis packages, I guess. I suppose it technically works with Instant Fusion to make it a removal card, but that seems kind of lame. I don't know. It probably works, but yeah. Alright, what else was it? So it was like, yeah, Card Destruction, Foolish, Reincarnation. I suppose Mage Power United Withstand are okay, like they're not the worst cards ever. And then I guess suppose maxing out on any of the Dragoonities that you missed is quite fine if you want to play the deck, but I don't know. Not my first choice, but still not a bad one, because Foolish is worth it by itself. And then the Agent one just seems incredibly cool. Hyperion is stupid good. Earth is decent. I mean, you've got to play more Agents for it, but if you're playing Venus anyway, because of the spam stuff with it, that's pretty good. Some of the big fairy stuff we haven't quite shown yet. I'll try and if we are going to play a bit later on, once I've had my food and whatnot, I'll try and show you that because I've got a decently fun deck with that. Where is it? Honest, we wouldn't be taking one on that anyway. I've seen some decks play of the time playing cards in the sky. I suppose it's fine if you're not actually special summoning very much in some of the bits, but whatever. Burial from a different dimension is kind of fun. That would probably be pretty good with the Dragon Rulers later. But by far the biggest reason to take this, you also get Return for the Different Dimension in here too. By far the biggest reason to take the Fairy one is Solemn Judgment. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, that card is ridiculous. I will gladly pay half my life points if it means that I kill your turn, right? You know, if it stops the one card that's really going to get things going, I will gladly pay half my life points for that.
Which one is it?
Even if I'm at 8,000. Solemn Judgment, the very last card in the Fairy deck. Lost Sanctuary.
Lost Sanctuary. Oh, yeah.
Because I think the deck, for my money, it's like Lost Sanctuary, the Marek structure deck, the Machina, yeah. Because there's some really, really good stuff in there. Those are the three best ones. They're not the only good ones, but I think they're definitely the best ones. Because the Machina deck, I mean, the deck itself is just really good, right? Fortress is great. Gear Frame is an Elemental Hero Stratos, like, levels of searching. It's ridiculous. Scrap Recycler is really good. I need to show you this deck later on because Scrap Recycler is disgustingly cool. Foolish Burial is any machine monster out of your deck when you normal or special summon it. And it's got a mini Pot of Avarice effect too. You shuffle your gadgets back into the deck. Two level 4 Earths. Earth machines from your graveyard, shuffle back to the deck, draw a card. So it even shuffles your gadgets back in the deck. It's so good. Yeah, and then, well, we've already got Cyber Dragon, doesn't matter. You would get the gadgets, that's pretty good. Cyber Valley is really good too, actually. I haven't even... Maybe it's not as good now, but Machine Dupe is really good there. I wish Card Trooper was in this deck too. Because, I mean, imagine if it was. If you had Cyber Valley and Card Trooper, that would just be ridiculously good for stuff here. But you can't take two, apparently. So,
have we already passed Duel Terminal 4?
No, that is the next one, I think. Oh, no, Hidden Arsenal 4. Yeah, no, Hidden Arsenal Dual Terminal 4, they're linked, right? What did we decide on the Dual Terminal stuff? Were we going to bother with that?
I'm just... Well,
the same cards, right?
I mean, yeah. I'm just looking at that because one of the cards you recommended was Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. And
yes.
in Duel Terminal 4, it's a common, but before that, it's a super and an ultra rare. So I'll have to figure out
so we're
my
looking
trades.
at it from a rarity perspective. Okay. Yeah, Red Eye's Darkness Metal is definitely worth a look. Again, Dragon decks are going to get very powerful in the next era. Can't wait to see the Dragon Rulers ruin the format.
I mean,
but, you know, whatever.
Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon with the Dragunity deck.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it would be good there too. Yeah, I mean, we could try that later on if you want. Yeah, and Dev is saying the Dark Emperor deck is also pretty valid. I mean, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, no, because we're not taking more copies of those. Yeah. You've got 2 at the moment and 1 TT. I've got the opposite, but I don't think we'd be taking them just because that's not really the point of this. Caius is the reason for it. Brain Control, I guess, would work for you, but do you really need like 5 stealing cards? I don't know. It's up to you on that one. Other stuff, yeah. Dark Emperor is like the 4th choice for me, I think. Tied with Dragunity, because it depends if you want to play that deck or not. But yeah, like the Machina one is great. Like all the monsters are really good. You've got Dimensional Prison in here. Inferno Reckless Summon is funny, if nothing else. Shrink is still pretty decent. And yeah, it's more the monsters out of that one, but those monsters are going to be really good for the Exceed era too. Just imagine the gadgets being level 4 as they are. Get 2 gadgets on the field, that's a rank 4 monster without having to use like tuners in there and stuff. So, you know, you can still make extra plays in the next era with this deck. And there are going to be more ways of special summoning those level 4 monsters and such as well. It's a really good rank 4 deck. And I know this is talking future and everything with it as well, but you kind of need to with some of these. Like, they mean, even this deck is good now, but it's going to have a lot of options in the next era too. So, That's why I think it's a pretty good one to take.
Uh,
I think I might have to take the fairies though. I don't know. We'll see. It's a tough call because yeah, I want judgment, but at the same time, I don't know. I've been enjoying the way the deck has worked out though, and I can imagine when I get rank 2s that summoning a bunch of Mystic Shine Balls is actually not a bad idea. You know?
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards Merrick's deck, just for like, there's a lot of spell and trap cards I know I can use in these here.
Yep.
The only other one I kind of was looking at was maybe the Fairy deck, because I know it does have a couple of other cards in there that are Lost Sanctuary deck, I should say, because I know there are some other cards in there that looked pretty good. I don't know. I'm thinking if we decide on a structure deck simply for just choosing one, I think I would decide on Merrick's deck.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, to be honest. Yeah, because I mean, the starter decks could be taken, but honestly, most of those we've already either got like the decent cards out of, or like, I mean, what are we really taking it for? I guess you could take it for Junk Synchron, but
I mean, I can get Junk
only is
Synchron
worth it,
from
right?
the trade here, because I'm looking at this
Yeah.
here. I have at least 3 to trade back: Well Illusion, 2 of them, and Starlight's Road. I know
Hey,
2 of
John.
them were from Wild Tornado. I'm trying to remember what the
Yeah.
last one was.
Was it Wild Tornado? It was Wall of Illusion.
No,
Was the first
it
one
was
that
two-
you
it was-
yeah, Wall of Illusion.
There was 2 Wall of
Wall of Illusion,
Illusions.
Starlight Road.
It was 2 Wall of
Yeah, 2
Illusions,
Wall of Illusion,
1
2
Starlight
Tornado.
Road, 2 Wild Tornadoes, and it was
Dandelion.
Dandelion. Yeah, Dandelion.
Because we both took Dandelion.
Yeah.
Damn right, too. That card is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could sub the tornadoes back as well. The only reason I hadn't suggested those before is because I know you've quite liked them. They haven't been the strongest card out there, but
I
it's
mean, they're
been
not
awful.
bad cards. I just need to find where to use it for more. I haven't used them a lot in any of the decks I've been using lately.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was just briefly looking. The only starter deck that would even be remotely worth considering, I think, is the 5D's Toolbox one, like the 2010 deck. The only reasons for it, Synchron Explorer could be a possible one because Quick Draw Synchron could get picked up with it again, as well as Junk Synchron that is in that deck. And I think it was mostly there's card destruction in there, I guess, is okay. Enemy controller for me, whatever. That Wild Tornado is in there. That's kind of funny. That's where you got it from, I think. And then it's the Synchro monsters from there, so it's really not a huge amount, but like Junk Destroyer is pretty good. You've seen me play that in my Quick Draw deck. Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth is just a decent level 6. It gets over Stardust, I suppose, but it's level 6 with good attack. And then the other one is the level 5 monster, the X-Saber Wayne. Is probably the other big reason to even consider this deck. 2100 attack, just generic level 5, 1 tuner, 1 non-tuners. When it's synchro summoned, you can special a level 4 level warrior from your hand. So I could see that being an option in 6 Sam. Not like the best option, like it would be your sort of distant, probably third choice. You've got your Shien, you've got Catastor, and then you got this guy. But they go into level 5 synchros exceptionally well, so that's the one reason I'd be like, this deck could work. Probably would. I mean, no, you've got Natty Beast as well. What the fuck am I talking about? Distant 4th place, there you go. But I mean, it does still special summon more guys, which could extend your place. But I don't think it's worth taking over the Marit deck. I think the Marit deck's overall card set is just way stronger and gives you the opportunity to potentially play Gatekeeper Anti-Meta later on once you get...
And some other
through
dark
this.
cards here as well.
Yeah. I honestly feel like the Marit one is probably the best one for you. Even though it does kind of suck that you don't have enough recruiters yet. I guess you can make do with Sangan Witch for the bit.
Make do.
So that would be like my recommendation of it, but I mean you're already leaning towards that anyway, so it doesn't say much on my end. But Yeah, I want to take it because I really want Necro Valley, but at the same time, I already have a lure. That's the problem. Is I traded for a lure like early on in this generation, using ultras at that. Like I traded for it when I was getting the Fortune Lady stuff. So that's one of the biggest allures to actually take the deck, right? Is because Allure of Darkness is in there, and that's such a good card. But I already have 2 copies of that. I don't know if we'd be. I mean, I guess we could take a third one, but like, is that's a pretty huge dip for me? It'd be like Necro Valley Foolish Burial is very tempting. It would be amazing for one of the things I've got at the moment. Not Malevolent Catastrophe is pretty funny. That was the card I was on about before. It's like every time you set one of your spell traps that you wanted in main phase 1, just wait until I get hold of that. You know, because it's the one when your opponent declares an attack, you destroy all spell and traps on the field. It's like, just you wait, I will get you out of that habit. Oh, timed out due to inactivity. Whoops.
I mean, I'm trying to learn to not do that as much.
Oh, I know. It's been fine at this point. Wait, what do you mean COH?
Call of the Haunted?
Nah, it would be COTH. I thought COH is Change of Heart, right? Change of Heart's not in here. That was like banned way before now. Change of Heart doesn't get enough reprint like ever. Yeah, no, Change of Heart's not in here. No, it'd be the Commandant, I guess Visionary. I never played Visionary though. I wasn't a huge fan. Getting extra lava golems would be cool. I actually got the secret of a lava golem when we were thinking in. Oh right. Okay. So hot take. The best non-structure starter deck to pick from is the first Yugi one for Dark Holes, Ultimate Offering, Card Destruction, and Last Will. Yeah, and Change of Heart for me. Yeah. I don't know if we'd be taking the Dark Holes. Currently, we have that limited at 1. That's another thing we could review, but I don't think we need more of it right now. That might be like end of next era or something. Would look at that because I don't think we really need to have more Dark Holes at the moment.
No.
But yeah, Last Will is fucking great. Card Destruction is good. Ultimate Offering, it would be fine if you could get more than one of it, I suppose. Yeah, it's still good. And yeah, Last Will is probably worth it by itself, but really, I'd rather take the other stuff. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. I think we're probably just about out of time at the moment from stuff. I imagine,
for now, I'm gonna get some lunch in a minute here.
Yeah, you get your lunch. I imagine food is gonna be coming out here. If you want to do, it doesn't have to be on stream, but if you want to do more later on,
yeah, we'll consider
like
it
after we've eaten. Yeah, because I mean, I know I've still got stuff that I could show. I'm pretty sure you probably do as well. But
I mean, got stuff to show. I'm doing my trades right now. I'm just got rid of my Wall of Illusions.
Yes.
So, I do need to remember the pricing though. Like, what is it? A rare is like you need to trade away like 2-3 rares for like a promo pick.
Let me double check. I haven't actually got it open at the moment, so just wait for it to load. It's gonna take a bit. Google Docs takes a while sometimes, especially when it's one this big. Oh yeah, what did I put on?
I think I put it in a trade in the bottom of the trade in. Oh, there it is. Promo starters packs: commons 2 rares, starters 3 rares, rares 3 rares, super rares 1 super rare, and 1 rare. I don't even remember what I traded Starlight Road for.
Well, if it was the promo one, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't know what you'd actually traded for it at this point.
It's been a while.
It has. Actually, don't even remember which one Starlight Road or what Starlight Road came in the first place. Like, I know it was a rare in the Yusei pack, but I don't know. I don't believe that would have been the one. Well, maybe it was the one, but Let me have a look for it. Starlight Road. What rarities did it come in? The only other one we'd have access to is the secret rare one from like the Collector's Tins 2010. That's the only other one that's in time. So I don't know if it would have been that or if it would have been looking at lowest rarity. I mean, when did you finalize these things? Did we already have? Did we already have it by this point?
I want to say
right
after we did our last main pack, I was like, or right before we did our last pack, I was like, oh, okay, this is my trades. I'm going with this.
Yeah. Yeah, because even though we said by the end of Era we needed to stick with the stuff, and then, yeah, I think that might have been it. So you might have just traded for the rare one out of the set.
Yeah.
Because that would have still been fine to do, because it was a promo card. You don't have to take the promo rarity, right? I've said a fair few times if my ideal thing with this would be taking lowest rarity of everything, right? Because I don't give a shit about playing the shiny cards. We can't see that on a simulator anyway, so... Right, anyway, I need to see if stuff has been picked up. Because that was quite a while ago, actually, that Dean in. So yeah. I will talk to you in a bit if you want to have another chat around with this or play a couple other games, even if it's not on stream, etc. Yeah, thank you for playing, and that was a good session.
I'm thinking next week we can actually continue with our draft finally and actually get to our exhibition.
Right.
But we'll still need to decide on what rewards versus what decks we use and such.
Yep. Alright, that sounds good. Yeah, gotta make sure my side decks are all set for that.
Oh yeah. I'll have to ask Chaos again what kind of sidecars he'd recommend. Because I know he messaged me a lot about it, but like he sent like links of decks that I try to like click now and it's like, shit.
Right, yeah. Okay. I will end stream.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you want to do something in I'd imagine probably like 30-40 minutes or something, I can be back on for that, I'm assuming.
If I'm not doing anything in the immediate future.
Yeah, that's the other key thing with it. I don't want to interrupt anything else that you'd want to do, but if you do want to look at just one or two other things with it, but I think you've made a pretty good choice in terms of the actual like deck. So even if that's where it stands, now I mean you could have another shot at now that you've seen my attempt at Gravekeeper stuff, you could have another shot.
I mean, you chose rivalry, and I know I didn't use that the first time, so
yeah. This is the thing. It's like I played it in a pretty different way, I think. So, like, I don't know if you want to try and, if there's any ideas that you would have taken from that you'd want to use, we can always try that later on.
Yeah. All right.
Up to you.
We'll decide later on that.
Yep. All right. Just let me know then if you want. I'll just DM me or something.
All right.
Okay. See you later, dude.
Take care. Now, in the meantime, I think I traded away 3 rares for this one here. So, if I'm reading this right, 3 rares or 1 super rare, and for the super rare, it is 1 super rare and a rare. So, I think I'm just gonna find a surplus of a rare. Excuse me. Tired. I mean, I guess I could just take a 3. Add a 3 up to it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm tired. I slept in pretty good for a bit there, actually. I got freaking knackered right after yesterday. Freaking yesterday kicked my butt. Backwing. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to add 3 of him. I already got rid of the 3 Starlights, so that's fine. So, let's see here. For rare promo, it is super rare, 2 from Hollow, and 1 rare. So, then I will get rid of that Blackwing then. And I gotta find through my hidden arsenal here. So I gotta find through these and look for 4 more. Alright, so there's 1. And here's 2. So now I'm gonna add the red eyes. Because I'm pretty sure I did want that red eyes. Super rare. So that's the 3 traits from my Wall of Illusion and my Starlight Road. So there's that. Now I got that taken care of. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it now. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Ugh, I'm gonna end it there and just get call there. So then next week, though, next week it's gonna be exciting. Next week is gonna be our exhibitions. We're gonna see just how good our decks are, were, and still are to this point. I may need to go ahead and add the cards from Eric's deck here. Maybe a stream later. I don't know. I should do it right now. Yeah, you know what? Since I've already decided I'm going to do Merrick's deck, I'm just going to go ahead. Foolish Barrier is only at 1, I think. Yeah, it's limited to 1. So I'll take that anyway. I already have all the Gravekeepers here. Lava Golem. I don't think that's limited. I don't know why you would play more than 1. But I guess I'll do a 3 there. Or Darkness, we'll put 3. Metal Reflected Slime. Yeah, I can get 3 of those there. Legendary Fiend. That's fine. And Necro Valley. Yep. I don't know if I have Nightmare Steel Cage. I'm pretty sure I do. No, I don't. Wow. That is good to know. I know it's not limited, so... Visor Des. Yeah, I think that'd be it then. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. Alright then. So that is it for this time around. So next time, when we come back around this thing or whatever, it'll be some exciting duels for sure, because these